fellow explorers, we're continuing our holiday light extravaganza at Astra Lumina at the South Coast Botanic Garden. This is unlike any of the other holiday lights we've been to this year. This is like totally science fiction themed. If you want to feel like you're on the moon, maybe a futuristic moon with a lot of lights, you'll enjoy this place. I'm going to show you all around. This show is set up into 9 different cosmic zones. Each zone is a show in and of itself that runs about 3 to 4 minutes. They say the whole experience will last between 45 to 60 minutes. Took us a little longer. I'll tell you how long at the end. The first zone is the Astra Archway, where you step inside the starlight to enter the unknown. This one is on a pretty short 1-minute loop, but what's really neat about this zone and all of the zones is just how immersive the sounds and the audio are. You're only getting stereo here, but it was 360-degree sounds perfectly timed to the lighting effects. Second up is Starlight Lanterns, where they've got these lanterns with phrases that say, "Welcome stargazers to an extraordinary place where humans and stars are united by a common light." Your journey along this celestial pathway is just beginning. Encounter the falling stars that have come to land after a long voyage. Art installation number 3 is Falling Stars. This one has a runtime of 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and let me tell you, it has an ominous sound to it. It kind of, as you're approaching this, feels a little bit like the obelisk from the Planet of the Apes here in the garden. In addition to the really amazing lighting effects, this one also had some coordinated smoke effects that came out too to make the light just even more impressive. And watching this one a little longer, well, for 2 runs of the show, actually, I was inspired to think of the movie Independence Day, where the spaceship comes to dominate the Earth. Next up is Stardust Rays, where you'll discover a place where stars and nature are one, for about 3 minutes. And something that makes this garden particularly unique for holiday lights in this experience is in Rancho Palos Verdes, where it's located, it's often really foggy, and so the fog really does enhance this experience with the lights and the glow that it creates. Outerworldly, for sure. Next up is the Celestial Trail, where you can immerse yourself in the flowing force of astral energy for about 4 minutes. Next up is Stellar Visions. Observe the cosmos to uncover the story of the fallen stars for about 4 minutes. Next up is the Cosmic Choir. Experience a celestial symphony of fallen stars for about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. This one has these very large light-up spheres above the path and continuing the ominous, very moody music. And here we have the Astral Genesis, where we can witness the regeneration of the stars for about 4 minutes. This must be where Astra Lumina was formed. To me, it looks a little bit like a sparkly version of the Death Star from Star Wars. And right after the Death Star, not an official attraction, but I kind of like it, they've illuminated the Cactus Garden very nicely. And after the Cactus Garden, we've got Rise of the Stars. Look up to the sky as the stars return to their rightful home for about 4 minutes. Now, before I share my final thoughts with you about Astra Lumina and let you know whether you should go or whether we're gonna go again, I do want to let you know there's one thing we really didn't like about this show, and it actually wasn't the lights itself, but it was the whole parking situation. They have on-site parking for $20 and off-site parking for $10. We parked in the off-site parking because, well, the on-site parking was sold out, and that was a disaster. From the time we got to the off-site parking, it was 30 minutes from the time we parked to get on the shuttle, board the shuttle, and then finally get to the light show at the gardens. But the return back to our car, even worse, because one of the shuttles broke down and we spent over an hour waiting in line for the shuttle bus to get back to our car. And it was already late at night, super dragged. It was opening weekend, so maybe they haven't gotten the shuttle bus kinks worked out. But honestly, I would say if you don't get on-site parking, I wouldn't go at all. Well, and after about an hour and 20 minutes, we finished the Astra Lumina path. Took us a little longer than the 45 to 60 because we watched a couple shows a couple times, but this place, we really enjoyed it. If you like science fiction, if you like Space Mountain at Disneyland, you will like this place. You gotta imagine a little bit that you're on another planet. If that all sounds a little too futuristic and avant-garde for you, then maybe this one isn't for you. But Spunky Princess, are you ready to go for round 2? All right, well, fellow explorers, as usual, we won't say goodbye because we're gonna see you in some of our other videos. If you wanna see some of our other holiday light walks, Lightscape LA, Descanso Gardens, you'll find those up here or in the description below. All right, see you there.
Bye-bye.